Hi everybody, Thalia and Miana here, and we're back with a double team. Yay!
It's been so long since I heard you say that intro.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a while because Miana is in America now. Yay!
Well, it's been a while for a number of reasons.
Yeah, but it was mostly you preparing to go there and your school and stuff
Yep.
as well.
My
So
thesis, yeah.
yeah,
And then
so
Thalia is preparing to go to Korea,
yeah,
so
we're just all going everywhere. So
busy, busy.
yep. But we prepared this for a while now already. So the topic of today will be the one shot of Hisoka called just Origin Story, and it's by Ishida Sui, who also did Tokyo Ghoul, if I'm not mistaken. So he kind of made like a fanfic, kind of. I don't know fanfic, but just
Yeah.
like yeah.
I
He made
guess
his
it
own
would be
thing.
called a dojin as well,
Yeah.
like because it's not by the main author of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a big fan of Hunter x Hunter. And obviously he loves Hisoka, so, that's good for us because we both like Hisoka as well.
Yeah.
So,
So I guess it's important just to note from the start that since it's not by the same author and it's not like official,
yeah.
it's not a canon story. It's not like we're gonna discuss the real origins of Hisoka like the author intended them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just like somebody else imagined what Hisoka was like in the past.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I had fun reading that.
Me too. It's only like 70 pages long as well.
Yeah.
So it
It's
is
really,
really,
really
short.
short.
Yeah. And for people who want to read this, obviously watch Hunter x Hunter or just read it first
Oh
so
yeah.
you know what kind of character he is. So
Yeah, I'd say if you like are a Hunter x Hunter fan and like Hisoka, that this is nice additional information.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like or haven't watched Hunter x Hunter, or if you have but you don't care for Hisoka, there's basically nothing here for you.
Exactly.
Because it's just 70 pages of really, it's very sketch-like art. It's not like a polished work. It's just something scribbled fast.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something that you read just for the art either. It's basically only has Hisoka and then some new characters around Hisoka for his past.
Yeah.
So if that's not something you're interested in, then just read Hunter x Hunter instead.
Yeah.
But for us, we're like, more Hisoka is always welcome.
Yeah, exactly. So, what did you think of the story and like how Hisoka was, or how he portrayed Hisoka?
I was surprised to see that he took Hisoka as he is nowadays, like the evil, mischievous, like very
Mysterious.
self-centered.
Yeah.
Hisoka, and he used that already in the past. I thought it would be kind of Hisoka used to be like a normal person, and then shit happened, and then he became Hisoka as we know him, but that was not the story that he created.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's actually a positive thing.
Yeah, me too.
Because for me, I don't know for you, but for me, Hisoka, one of the things that I like the most is that there is no, oh, he's becoming a good person arc for Hisoka. It's just what it is. So I'm glad he kept that. But I don't know, like, what were your expectations of a younger Hisoka?
To be honest, I wasn't expecting too much. I thought he would be kind of the same from the beginning as well. I thought he would do more bad things though. I don't know why, but I thought more would happen. But it's not a bad thing that it only, like, the big things happened at the end, because that's good, because it was building up stuff anyways. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, I'm just happy with how it turned out, and it's kind of exactly how I imagined how Hisoka would have been in the past. Well, past, it's like he's in his teens in this one.
Yeah.
So it's only like 10 years apart, maybe, something like that. Because I don't think they tell you exactly how old he is in this one.
No, they don't.
So you kind of have to guess how old he is there.
Yeah, it's very vague in terms of the content that it delivers, even like dialogue and etc. It seems like there's a lot of pieces missing in general.
For sure.
I like that he took the theme of Hisoka as like kind of like a clown Pierrot sort of design and transported that to like a section of the world in which circus troops and entertainment is really important for that city. So that's how he got all of those like card tricks and that stuff. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was nice as well. When I saw the circus stuff, I was like, yeah, this is a perfect setting for Hisoka, and you know, it makes sense because it is him doing that.
Yeah, you see, he like the first time he does the makeup, like he uses nowadays, which is cool.
Yeah, exactly. And then like for starting at the beginning, it is kind of vague because he just like kind of wakes up and they find him. Mr. Moritonio is like the head of the troupe, the circus troupe, and he finds him, but they never really explain to you what exactly happened to Hisoka, how they found him or something like that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really bother me, to be honest, because we just saw how he learned Nen and Ten and Ren and Gyo and all that kind of stuff, like how he just automatically learn it because, you know, he's magical and he can do those things.
He's magical. Yeah, I really like that too. I think for me, one of the other things that I really liked was just the fact that you see the process of him coming up with his gum power.
Yeah.
And you see like he liked that gum when he was a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was cute. That said, I do think it deviates from Hisoka's character in the main series towards the end, because I wouldn't expect the Hisoka that is just like looking for a good fight and stuff like that to help catch a serial killer, but still keep his I guess disguise. Instead of like letting everybody know who he was and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It seemed a little bit different than what Hisoka would do. But I guess like you can always have the excuse that he was still growing up and still wasn't fully developed and whatever. But yeah, for me it felt a little bit weird, that finale.
I don't know. When I was reading it, I remember like reading it the first time and then I just got stuck at page 28 for some reason, and then I read more because I was like, I don't know, I took a break or something like that, and I read more, but then because us figuring out who Moritonio really is, you know, with the whole John Doe thing, I got really, really invested in it, and I just really wanted to know what would happen, but then the whole fight scene started with Hisoka and him, and I got so confused because it is sketching and it is kind of like confusing to see what's going on exactly. So I think that would be like one problem I have with this, but it is a doujin, it is a sketch, so you shouldn't expect more from it. Still,
I don't know, like
pretty confusing sometimes.
Even if it is like a doujin and not a canon work, as you said at the beginning, it's a known mangaka. It's not like somebody that doesn't have experience. So it just seems like he wanted to get Hisoka's story out of a system, but he also didn't invest a lot of time in making it polished or thinking it through.
No, he didn't.
Which is why, like, I like knowing more about Hisoka, but if you just take Hisoka out of the equation, I don't think it's a really good chapter.
No, yeah. I agree, that's true. So what did you think of like the side characters Moritonio and Abaki, the girl?
I was gonna talk about that. I thought she would have more impact
Me too.
in the story, because like at first you see him join the troupe and then he starts like stealing people's abilities and people start being kind of scared of him or leaving the troupe because he became better. So when I saw him like master the first steps of the Nen faster than her, I thought that would be like a conflict there, that she would get either really upset or be like, I don't know, compromise his place in the troop. I don't know. I thought something would come out of that, and it really didn't.
Yeah.
Then you just had her being targeted by John Doe, like, for a little bit, and then she was kind of not there anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
The story, so I was a little bit disappointed by that. I did like the Moritonio, I think that.
Yeah.
The main dude in the circus. I think his power is interesting, which is always one of the things that I love in Hunter x Hunter, is figuring out which powers people have and how they work. I don't know about you, but I saw it coming that he was going to be the serial killer from a mile away.
I didn't see it from a mile away, to be honest. I think I was too invested in Hisoka's part to like pay attention to his story. But, you know, when we saw the fight with Abaki and him, then I knew. Because I knew Hisoka... I don't know, it was the look of... Or how Hisoka was reacting that I knew, like, okay, something is up here. And, you know, it's just... I don't know, it's just... I can't come up with the word. But the dude was right there, so, you know, they were all so close together.
Yeah, that for me is why it was so obvious. I think because... Once they introduced the concept of there is a serial killer that changes faces and stuff, I was like, okay, there's literally 3 people in this work, in like this 70 pages, that you see using Nen. She was attacked. Hisoka is the witness. So there's only one other person.
Yeah, exactly. And also the way how he was acting after it happened, he was just like, okay, let's just be careful and let's just carry on. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get what you mean.
I was like, I guess it's not really exciting, but at the same time, if you're writing something in 70 pages, there wasn't a lot of other choices to make. Because, like, either they had to introduce other characters more deeply and probably would need more time, or, hi! Or they would just come up with, hey, this is Pixel the cat. You guys haven't met Pixel the cat, but now you have. Or otherwise, it would just be a serial killer that wasn't related to the story, was just random. There.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, well... If I were to choose between the two, it would be somebody that was already involved in the story.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And for Abaki, I agree as well, because I thought she would have something going on with Hisoka. I mean, you never know. It would have been fun to see how Hisoka is not in a relationship or like seeing a girl that he would have an interest in, because we have never seen that before.
No,
I would like that. I want that. I want to see that.
I think that's very non-Hisoka.
That's why I want to see it. I mean, he was younger, so you never know what happened. So it could have been possible. So I either thought it would be that, or that she would kind of become his villain, not his villain, his rival in a way, because he was that much better than her, and she might have gotten too jealous. More. Yeah, I expected that too, but it just kind of seems that they used her just to be targeted by.
She was definitely a plot device. I think that's one of the bigger flaws. That's why at the beginning I said, if you don't care about Hisoka, it's not a great thing to read, because there aren't other characters that are really compelling.
No.
But I will say that every time Hisoka did his side face, I was really, really happy.
Yeah.
Because that's like the only thing that was properly drawn, and it was still the smirk that he does nowadays.
So, true.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially that panel where he's just like, this is my new technique, bungee gum, I've been working on this, and then it's like, oh, this looks really good. Yeah. I agree.
I agree with that. And I found it really funny that in the translation that I read, they added card symbols at the end of his sentences. I'm assuming they're there in the original, but I didn't look. I was like, I could kind of hear Hisoka's voice or tone in my head while I was reading because of that, because it always seemed like he wasn't very serious.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I like that a lot as well. That was a small detail that was nice. But yeah. Overall, I would say I enjoyed it. I definitely...
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I would love it if this guy would actually make this more polished or just make it a longer version out of it or something like that, because I do think there's potential in like that.
I agree.
I have no idea what Togashi thinks of this, though, because I haven't really looked that up, but I'm pretty sure he was surprised seeing that.
Yeah, I'd like to see either Togashi's version of what Hisoka's past was to, like, kind of compare. Mm-hmm. I don't think Togashi's the kind of person to give you a lot about Hisoka's past, though, because that's kind of part of his character.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it was nice to have this added bit, but I agree. Like, in general, if you're writing something that has action scenes, I like to see some polish, because it's really hard to follow battles in manga if you are not, like, really intensely trying to make them clear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess, like, in an ideal world, I would love to see this piece being animated into, like, an OVA that looked as good as the series.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But that's never gonna happen, because it's not part of the series. It's not a big thing.
Yeah.
Like, it would literally not work, but it would be cool.
Yeah.
Because it would look so much better, and you would have amazing voices.
Also true, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, I guess that is kind of it. I said all of my thoughts.
It's a short thing. It's a short manga chapter, so we didn't have a lot of material to work on. But yeah,
we do recommend it. So
yeah, enjoyment factor is there. Like it's just one of those, like, I wouldn't say guilty pleasures, because I'm not ashamed of reading it, but it's like one of those things that you enjoy knowing that it's not very good. Yeah. That for me is like how I would describe this experience.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I don't know. Do you do scores for your manga at this point?
I don't.
That you've been using?
I don't know. I'm bad with scoring manga anyways, because I don't read enough. But also,
I generally don't score.
Yeah, since this isn't really, like, polished, and it is kind of made just for like him being a fan. I don't know. How much would you score it?
Probably pretty low, which would make me sad, because I have seen some doujin works that are from amateur authors and all of that look miles better than this one. When you look at how it looks, I do agree, so maybe like a 6 something. Yeah, I'm not sure I would give it that much.
I would give it a 6. I'm just gonna...
That's why I don't give scores most of the time. Like, sometimes I give scores for my personal, like, I need a way to look at all the stuff that I've read and watched and quickly find the ones that I like the most recently or something, but not in, like, this is an objective score with all of these factors. I never do that.
Oh, I never do that either. It's just like, I'm just kind of guessing right now.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It was just, like, out of curiosity. Yeah. You've read Hunter x Hunter, right? The manga?
No. I've read parts of it, but I haven't read all of it.
Because I've read none of it, but I hear that the art itself is not super amazing all the time.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I
don't know how it compares.
Well, this one is a lot worse. I mean, like, for Hunter x Hunter, it isn't that bad. It's just in certain chapters, I think, that he's just, I don't know, it seems like he doesn't want to really draw. He just wants to tell the story but not really draw it, kind of comes off that way. But I would definitely still prefer the illustrations from Hunter x Hunter itself, obviously.
Yeah, well, I guess they have that in common, that they wanted to tell a story regardless of the art quality involved.
Yeah,
so I mean, it ended up working out.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. So that will be it for our discussion then.
Yep. I guess we should add a disclaimer that we don't know what our sure the whole team plans and schedules are.
Yeah, exactly.
Because stuff is all over the place right now.
Yeah. We have no idea, but if there's a new Devil Team, we'll make sure to tweet it and all that kind of stuff like we do.
There will be more episodes, just we can't tell you if it's next week or in a month or whatever.
Exactly. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. You can just leave in the comments if you have read this what your thoughts are about it, because we would love to discuss it with you.
Yeah. It's 70 pages, so please, if you are into Hunter x Hunter, go read and let us know.
Yeah, it is called Hisoka Origin Story, so if you want to look that up, you can find it easily. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.